Today's Sunshine Note is titled, "A Child Shall Lead Them." Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Until I come, devote yourself to the public reading of Scripture, to preaching and to teaching. Do not neglect your gift, which was given you through prophecy when the body of elders laid their hands on you. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12 through 14. My wife is an amazing person of faith. When she was 8 years old, she read a series of books that parallel the Bible. These books convinced her that she needed to be baptized. She was 8. When I was 8, I walked around amazed at the sound of a rock that I had dropped into a pop can. I don't know that I even read a book until I was 17. She was 8. So at 8 years old, Wendy approached her pastor and said, "I really love Jesus, and I think it is time for me to be baptized." He laughed and patted her on the head. "I will speak with your parents about it." This was his pastoral way of saying he thought she was too young to have such an idea. After her mom and dad heard from the pastor, they suggested that maybe she should wait for a while before she was baptized. Wendy would have none of it. She insisted that this was what she wanted to do until they all finally gave in. When the day of her baptism came, they had to put several strategically placed bricks in the baptistry so she could approach the pastor without having to swim. On that day, she was baptized and has never regretted her decision. It was not too many years later that she was teaching the children's Sabbath school and taking her turn preaching in church. As a pastor, I have quite a few children approach me for baptism. I am amazed at the number of parents who feel that they need to put off their child's fire and desire for baptism until a later date. Sometimes that later date never comes. Paul encourages young Timothy not to let his youthfulness limit his calling in Jesus, and I encourage you to do the same. Don't let your youth prevent you from doing what God has called you to do. May God bless you today.